I'm really enjoying this new game called Stardew Valley that I just recently bought. I'm on day 5 already, so let's go outside and see what's happening today. Oh, a letter. What's this about? The mines are opening. This seems cool. I need to check it out. I've never played this game before, but I conveniently know where the mines are located, so I'm gonna go right there after I water my crops. Okay, so I think I heard of this thing called the rusty sword that you get when you first go into the mines. It's the worst sword in the game and stuff like that. Oh well, I only need it for the time being. Yep, Marlon, thanks for the sword. I'm gonna really need it. Well, look at that. A first slime. It'll probably take a few hits to kill because this rusty sword is pretty bad. That's right, I was lying the whole time because I actually made the rusty sword the best sword in the game. I was also lying because I did not buy this game recently. In fact, I bought it 2 months after the game was originally released. Bet you didn't see that one coming. Now, how did I do it? I would just link you my video on how to edit XMB files. However, it is not the greatest video that I've ever made because it was the first video that I used my voice in, so it's a bit eh. I'll still link it because I explained some stuff like what's hard-coded into the game, what that means, what can't be changed in XMBs, and how to unpack XMBs, and all that kind of stuff. Now, once you understand what XMBs are, go onto data, go onto weapons, and copy weapons.xmb. Now, I use XMB CLI, so I'm just going to drag the weapons.xmb file and put it into the packed folder. Now, once it's in there, I'll double click this unpack and I'll unpack the file. Now, if I go into the unpacked folder, you'll see this thing called weapons.json. I use Notepad++ because I like it. It formats it better. If you want, you can use default Notepad with Windows. That's fine. Alright, so now that this is open, these are the two numbers that are min and max damage that you can do. So I'm going to change them to the same number so that we get the biggest number possible each time. But what is the biggest number that we can put without crashing the game? Well, I may have told this guy that I know nothing about programming. That's only 99.5% true. Because in C#, the language that Stardew is coded in, you have to assign the number something so that the computer knows what type of number it is. So for Concerned Ape, he made it an integer. Now, integers can be between this number. I'm not going to say it's 2.1 billion with the other numbers. It's too big. I'm not going to say each time, but it can be in between negative this number to positive this number. Now notice that it's slightly different. It's because you have to factor in the 0 for the positives. Now, if you want a decimal number, it has to be a float, and if you want an even bigger number than those two, it has to be a long. Has to be long, I don't know, programming, whatever you say. Now, because this number is the exact highest number an integer can work with, you would think that we'd just copy and paste this number and then we're done. Or not exactly, because when you hit an enemy with this amount of attack damage, you just end up doing no damage. You don't do 0 damage, you do no damage. I'm not exactly sure why this is. It's probably something to do with the way damage is calculated, because you will see in a second that crits actually do less damage than what you would do without crits. So the biggest number I've found that works is this. You could still get this more exact, but this took me long enough to find, so I just stopped there. I couldn't be bothered finding a slightly higher number. If you have even less of a life than me and you want to find this exact number, then go ahead, I'm not stopping you. If you get it, and comment it down below. I'll see it unless this video blows up, which it won't. But if on the off chance that this video does blow up and you see the number in the comments, then just like it so it comes to the top of the comments and I can see it. Also, something funny is that if you do use this number and you attack something with it, then the color of this damage will be green, and green numbers only show when something is being healed, like the Shadow Shaman in the lava mines. Now that's enough with positives. Let's go to negatives. I said earlier that the max negative number an integer can hold is negative this number. But since we know that this is a bit too high and will result in no damage, we can use something like negative 2.1 billion blah 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 instead. If you do use negative 2.1 billion blah 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 to negative 2.1 billion blah blah blah, then you will only have negative numbers, so the damage just does nothing. It's not even 0 damage, it's just no damage like what happened up there before. However, you can always do negative this number to 0 because 0 is a positive number. Funny thing is though, that this always makes you do 1 damage no matter when you attack and what you attack. It doesn't matter if you crit or not, you only do 1 damage. If you change this number from 2 to 3, then it will change from a sword to a club. It might not actually be 2 to 3, I'm just doing this off of memory. If it's not 2 to 3, I'll just put it in the video with text, but yeah, 2 to 3. Once you have changed the number to whatever damage you need, pack up the file, replace the old weapons.xmb file with the new one you just made, and then launch the game. Remember to make a backup of your Stardew folder if you don't want it dying. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something new today and enjoyed the video. If you did learn something new and or enjoyed the video, then please like and subscribe for more great content similar to this. Bye.